open on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Most resolutions for the new year fail before January is even over. Why not resolve to just be a little bit cleaner in 2026? Nebraska Auto Detail is here for you. Now through March 30th, if you purchase a ceramic coating, you'll get a free interior detail. There's no better way to start your year than taking care of your car and decluttering the mess that it becomes so easily. Book your detail today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call Joe and the team at 402-601-5086. Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Let's fly. Your next trip starts at Lincoln Airport with American Airlines. Now flying nonstop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Chicago. American Airlines connects Lincoln to major hubs and destinations around the globe. Wherever you're headed, LNK gets you there with new nonstop flights on American Airlines.
Now boarding.
Convenient, fast, and stress-free. Book your next flight at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, and they've built neighborhoods in and around Lincoln for over 25 years.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of January, because get an early start on it. Sit down, the snow's flying, let's sit around the table, let's drop some plans, let's put numbers together, let's get a budget put together, and let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
It's the Nebraska Deer and Game Expo, January 16th through the 18th at the Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. Come see trophy deer, hunting seminars, hunting and outdoor exhibitors, a 3D archery tournament, enter the blind giveaway, and more. The Nebraska Deer and Game Expo, presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate, January 16th, 17th, and 18th. Learn more at NebraskaDeerandGameExpo.com and find them on Facebook. Come to the Nebraska Deer and Game Expo, January 16th through the 18th in Lincoln.
Husker Nation, the countdown is on for the biggest women's basketball event of the year. PAC PBA, coming up January 24th. This year, we're heating things up with the Big Red Beach Party. Watch your Huskers take on Big Ten opponent Illinois, decked out in your best tropical gear, with a specialty tropical drink in hand. all inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. Pack PBA is your tropical getaway right here in Lincoln. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/packpba.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation. Here is your host, Derek Pearson.
It is 11:02 in the city that is Lincoln, Nebraska. You beautiful souls. How the heck are you? Requires the Friday boom. Good to be here. Good to be seen. Good to be heard. Let's talk a little, shall we? Lots to talk about. I'm feeling rather saucy on a Friday, Bach. A little saucy. Lots to talk about. Playoff football, Husker sports in general, and our humanity. Our humanity. My humanity demands that I ask one thing of all of you. On the text line, 402-464-5685, and here in person. Bach, kind sir, how the heck are you?
Not too bad. Like you said, it's a Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend here, and it's still not snowing. So that's all I ask for. It might be a little bit colder than perfect, but at least it's not snowing.
So what does the Bach weather app say we're going to have today?
I can look that up.
What's the Bach weather app? Bach weather, brought to you by 93.7 The Ticket. Things you have to know along the way. You can follow on all the live video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961. Download the Ticket app if you haven't. Follow us on social media. Get the notifications, the really cool stories, etc. If you would, please. Greatly appreciate you. Bach, kind sir, as you enter your Google machine, I'm going to ask you to pause for a moment and do a thing. If you would, kind sir, pay the bills. Pay the bills.
Yes, today's show is sponsored by Hamilton Telecommunications, bringing you the latest quality technology and communication services since 1901. Whether it's residential or business, Hamilton has the answers. Visit HamiltonTel.com for more info today.
Thank you, kind sir. And I mean it. How the heck are you? It's a Friday. What are your plans for the weekend?
Oh, not too big of plans. I guess I haven't really thought about it yet. Supposed to get a little bit more excited for it, I suppose, but sometimes it's just nice to take a nice day to relax, maybe.
Hey, amen, they said in the church. Amen. Greatly appreciate it. And on the text line, feel free to let us know how you're doing and what your plans for the weekend are. My plans will start this eve. I'm going to head down to the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. And if you have not been there, you should put that facility and its events on your schedule. There's free tennis today, 6 p.m. The Huskers, Armando Almagro and his crew will take on the Dukes, the Fighting Dukes of James Madison University. 6 o'clock. It is a great family event. If you're looking for something to do with you and the kids, something athletic, something social, something fun, something good, it is free. You and the entire family are invited down to the Dillon Tennis Center to watch Huskers women's tennis against James Madison. They could use your support. No, there's no cost. There's no cost. Got a family of 4? Free. Family of 6? Free. Hey, you're on sitting duty, right? Free. If you're the team mom and you need something for the kids to do, free. Right? You got the van, you picking up folks. Need something to do after practice, need something to do on a Friday, free. Free. And the ladies will play 2 matches on Sunday at 12 noon and 4 against University of Nebraska Omaha. So go support them. If tonight is out for you, tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, at same Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center, indoors, it'll be the Huskers versus Omaha. Peter Cobalt and his crew, and they will play at 11 and 5. There will also be no admission, no price, no fees. Matter of fact, I think they have some free goodies. So find your way. If you have not enjoyed that beautiful thing, let me know. Right? Texas says this from Hutchinson, Kansas. I'm heading to the casino for my brother's bachelor party. Plus, we get to watch the Skurs tomorrow and drink some beer. Sounds like a great weekend, indeed. Of course, Husker Hoops travel to Evanston, Illinois. Is it the Walsh Ryan or the Welsh Ryan?
Welsh Ryan, yeah.
Welsh Ryan Arena. The last time I was in the building was for Big Ten Wrestling Championships last year. And nice facility. I mean, I wouldn't expect less from Northwestern, but nice facility. Opportunity for 18-0. 18-0. We'll break that down in the next segment. Ryan P says the Bach weather app, and every time the weather is crappy, we get more bad news Bach notification. They blame you. Well, if I make you the weatherman, then you get the perks and the shame of being a weatherman, and that, it's almost Ron Burgundy in San Diego.
Yeah,
it is simple, sir.
Well,
we don't know.
I wonder, as the years have gone on, how much easier it becomes to be a weatherman. Maybe you can just look on your phone and just repeat the information you see there.
Yeah, I don't know. I do know some weather people. And it's a chance. Our dear friend Nathan Brennan will be back in Lincoln.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure he has some intel on the life of a weather person. Maybe we'll drag him once he gets back to town, and drag him into the space and let him tell us intel. Tonight is a great night for Big Ten wrestling. Penn State and Iowa have at it at 6 o'clock. Penn State and Iowa. That's a brawl. And it's in Iowa. So, there's that. And we know that that's a tough place to wrestle. But Penn State walks in the door with like 48 number one ranked wrestlers. It's like, hey, all the number ones are here. You do your thing. And then tonight is an opportunity. And Bach, it struck me last night how strong Husker wrestling is going to have to be, because they have a gauntlet. Tonight is number 9 Minnesota in Minneapolis. And then, whatever happens there, then next week you get Iowa. It'll be here, but you get Iowa. And then 2 days later, you have to travel to Penn State. I think their gauntlet is Iowa, Ohio State, Penn State. Minnesota, Iowa, Ohio State, Penn State. Next week, if you do not have your wrestling tickets for next weekend, Friday night, Iowa, Sunday afternoon, Ohio State. Get your tickets now. Just gonna say it. Get your tickets now. If you don't have your tickets, get your tickets.
That's going to be as close to as difficult of a gauntlet as there is on the schedule for any team this year.
8 days, bro. You're going to get Iowa, Ohio State, and Penn State. From what I've seen in college wrestling this year, that's number 1A, 1B, and number 3. That is a meat grinder. That is a meat grinder of a run. And it's where championships will be formed, because some of what happens over the course of the next 2 weeks kind of identifies matchups that are going to work for people and not work for people. Areas of improvement from earlier in the season, and then things that you circle and go, okay, keep note of this going forward. tonight is enough. It's number 6 versus number 9. And, Minnesota will be favored. They've got Folk at 125, who's number 9 in the country. AK 125 for the Huskers. Has every opportunity, and that'll be a grind. At 133, Huskers number 9, Jacob Van D, who's an absolute dog, should be favored in his match at 133. 141, normally, number 3, Brock Hardy, is a lock, but Vance Von Bauer is number 10, and they're familiar. They are familiar. There's not much gap in between number 3 and number 10. Let me just say that. At 149, it's Chance Lamer. Chance Lamer currently ranked at number 14, could be higher. He'll face number 25, Drew Roberts. 157, number 19, Charlie Millard from Minnesota will take on number 5, Antrell Taylor. At 165, LJ goes into the night ranked number 8, but he's going to face number 11, Andrew Sparks. Right, so let's get it in. That's a brawl. Number 22, Ethan Riddle at 174 will take on Mr. Mento at number 6, Christopher Mento. Silas Allred comes in at 184, ranked number 9, and he's got to go against. And this is a scrap because he and Max McAnally, again, they know each other. McAnally comes into the night ranked number 3. A part of the big conversation of being high on the podium at 184. Both of them wouldn't be a surprise if they finish at the top of the podium at 184. That'll be a brawl. Number 24, Gavin Nelson at 197 will face Cam McDaniel. And I think in this one, Cam's at number 12. Cam's a returning All-American, and Cam is starting to find himself. Cam's a sophomore. So finding his way, and then at number 4 at the heavyweight, number 4 AJ Ferrari or Cade Ziola versus number 10 Coy Hopkins. No matter who strides out there, depending on the status of the match to that point, and of course, AJ's had his hands full. And shout out to the young man for standing up and kind of dealing with some of the stuff that's been out there. But we can tell the story as simple as we can tell it. That the case has been lowered to a misdemeanor and resolved, and he's back at work. And Bach, have you ever got any speeding tickets?
I think so. I'm trying to think of the specific. I know I've taken stop pass.
I love that you said you don't know.
It's been a long time.
I love that. I love that.
I think I got one coming down by the underpass over here where it turns to 25 and everybody else going 35 or whatever. But I think that was the only one, if I can remember. I've had a violation or two I think I had one with a stop sign that apparently I did a California stop at or something.
Yeah, right? It's the thing that happens. The thing that happens, right? I appreciate the fact that you said, I'm not sure.
I don't have one excessive, speeding 85 or, going 100 somewhere. I think like I said, I think I got popped for 35 and a 25 once.
Yeah, and it's just, it only takes one. You go, okay. And
yeah,
I'm cool. There are people who are speed freaks and they just, they get a rush off of it. I more power to those people. Neil says this. He goes, Penn State is a cheat code to wrestling. If you could bet the dual winner, I would put my house on them versus anyone all year. They haven't lost in so long that nobody on their roster has taken a loss. They don't understand. What do you mean? What do you mean we lose duels? What do you mean, sir? These duels belong to us. They are ours. And listen, it was interesting to watch. There was some conversation in kind of breaking down how the season plays out, how much of this is possible. But this is how Penn State lines up. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, number 4, number 7, number 1, number 3, number 1, number 1, number 4, number 1, and then. Oh, I don't even know why they let this guy on the bus. He's number 13. I don't even know how you let this guy on How'd this guy get here? How'd he get here?
After some transfer portal work to do here.
You're doing double digit rankings? What are we talking about? That 1, 2, 3, 4 number ones and a number 2. So of the 10 matches, any night, they're gonna be favored in 5 of them anyway. And likely bonus points. Likely. So even if you go 5-5 against them, you still have to bonus points the way that, it means you probably got to pen the heavyweight. You got to major the heavyweight. Now I was loaded. Number 6, number 8, number 11, number 17, number 12, number 3, number 1, and number 5. So they got some numbers, Bach, but hey, this is what, and can I tell you that none of the teams that we're talking, I happen to think that if Penn State's going to take an L this year, it's going to be Ohio State. Ohio State's loaded. Just ask Nebraska. They caught Nebraska on a vacation and went to work. Made a statement. So kudos to Big Ten Wrestling and setting the stage. There's quite a night. Quite the night of wrestling. 6 o'clock, Penn State and Iowa, Huskers and Gophers immediately following. Bach, I'm going to challenge you now, sir. And I want to be careful how I word this. What is the most famous play in NFL history?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Right? And let me put full disclaimer because I wanted to ask what the 5 greatest plays were in the NFL, right? The 5 greatest plays. But famous certainly correlates because I think it's a lot of the same ones, right? So, Bach, what say you? What immediately comes to mind? Fresh off the dome, what comes to mind?
I don't even know the context of it all that well.
Let me give you something to play with.
Yeah.
Right? That Harrison and I were talking, and the Immaculate Reception.
Right, that's the one I was going to say.
Right, comes to mind.
Yeah.
David Tyree off the helmet. Tuck rule with Brady. Butler's interception, Super Bowl, goal line, Seattle. Tennessee and Rams, the stop at the 1-yard line against the greatest show on turf. Riggins' run in the Super Bowl. The fumble, Cleveland Browns and Broncos. Drew Pearson's Hail Mary. The Tennessee, the Music City Miracle. The Ice Bowl. Right. Like, yeah.
The 2 that came to my head were the Immaculate Reception and the stop on the goal line for the Rams and Titans.
Like the catch falls in play. Funny, butt fumble is now in play. Butt fumble is now in play. And but then if you talk across the board, what plays do most football fans, whether novice or expert, know? Now, people will go to the one that for their team, right? For their team, the one that it's probably the one that makes you a fan or at least makes you proudest to be a fan. So, Bach, you're a Cardinals fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the greatest? Is that what's the greatest play? No, I mean,
well, it goes the opposite way for me as a Cardinals fan. Is the Santonio Holmes catch in the Super Bowl right over Ralph Brown's outstretched arm?
Right, toe tap.
Yeah,
toe tap.
As a Husker Cardinals fan, it didn't get much worse than losing the Super Bowl that way.
Right. Riley says Devin has the Super Bowl opening kickoff. That the catch, Dave Braska. That's in the space. Randy Moss, in the end zone on Thanksgiving Day. That they were so. Oh, Mark and Holland. This is how I know you're old school, and I love it. Jim Marsh, he's going the wrong way with the football. That was old school NFL. That was the thing. That call is a profound call. That's one of the great calls ever. Right? Let's see. The Philly special. Let's see what else we get here. Franco Harris. The immaculate reception, the Tyree catch certainly falls in line. The Butler interception at the 1 yard line. The 13-second game between KC and Buffalo. Yeah. But think of like the plays that the Monday night. Yeah, that's as a fan. Now, each of us, whoever you root for, there's some connection, some passionate, deeply seated, deeply rooted connection to a play that made you a fan or hurt you as a fan. And then if you had to describe to somebody why you're a football fan based on one play, like Bach, okay, you're talking to your son and you're trying to explain to him why you're a football fan. Why is the NFL great? Right? What is it to you?
Maybe the Music City Miracle. I think that's the most fun play with the high stakes on the line.
You know, and we went through the Hail Mary. There were several discussions over the origin of using the phrase in it. It goes back Notre Dame. It goes back deeper than that. But to identify that and how funny it was because, Staubach said, yeah, I just closed my eyes and said a Hail Mary. But when you watch the replay of it, of all of these plays, there's something that happened in them to set them up. One, it was all a critical moment, right? There was some build up to the moment, right? The game swung back and forth. The teams were both really good. One team was going to leave with a greater legacy based on the result of the play. And I think that's the depth of it. But watching Drew Pearson, yes, he pushed off. Cowboy fans, he pushed off. Nate Wright, the corner, fell to the ground. Drew Pearson caught the ball. Actually, the ball caught him. He actually missed the ball with his hands. It landed in his stomach. He curled it. And as you watch the replay, Bach, there are beer bottles and snowballs being thrown at him. Being thrown at him in full. Crazy. The immaculate reception. In that was kind of the emergence of the Steelers as the Steelers. Because at that point they were they were not the Steelers we currently know. The Steelers were bottom feeders at going into the 70s, which led them to their ability to draft Joe Green number 1, Terry Bradshaw number 1, Lynn Swann, Franco Harris, etc. Right? They had to be bad for several years to go and get these players. But on the immaculate reception, the fact that it was the Raiders, and they and the Raiders didn't like each other. Basically, the Raiders had taken out a hit against Lynn Swann. The things that they did to Lynn Swann over the course of that rivalry, they punished him in ways that should be illegal by law. But Bach on the immaculate reception, Bradshaw, Franco Harris was in the backfield blocking. He was blocking on the play. Bradshaw scrambles, and Franco says, "Well, now I need to make myself available in case," because it was 4th and 11. So Franco's like, "Well, let me just run downfield, and maybe Bradshaw can use me." And he's not even running full speed. But Bach, when the ball's released, Franco's at the line of scrimmage or in the proximity. And how great the play was, he was blocking on the play. And they throw it, 20 yards down, 30 yards downfield. And the old rules of no offensive player touching the ball consecutively can result in an official completed pass. And they're throwing the ball to Frenchie Fuqua, John Frenchie Fuqua, another running back. And he's flared out of the backfield. Jack Tatum comes up, bumps him. right? Puts a pop on them. The ball squirts backwards towards the line of scrimmage. And I can tell you, in most situations, Franco Harris, the running back in play, is not where Franco Harris is. Not doing what Franco Harris is doing. It's such an exceptional football play for Franco Harris to be running downfield with his eyes not back towards Bradshaw. To turn his head, like he's looking for Bradshaw. And he turns his head and sees the throw, and then the ball floating, flipping towards him, towards the ground. And in full stride, shoelaces it, catches it on top of the shoe, just off the turf, and then has the wherewithal to run. Run, Franco, run. Up the sideline, one Raider defender on the sideline at the 10, Franco with the soft, stiff arm to push him, and the greatest celebration in Pittsburgh Steelers history. And the greatest amount of fear any official has ever faced because they had to go back and review what actually happened because they had no idea how they were going to explain this. We'll go into it. We'll talk a little Huskers basketball in some of these plays. Bo Jackson, yeah, that's a play. There's lots. We'll do this one-on-one. We'll be right back.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Let's fly. Your next trip starts at Lincoln Airport with American Airlines. Now flying nonstop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Chicago. American Airlines connects Lincoln to major hubs and destinations around the globe. Wherever you're headed, LNK gets you there with new nonstop flights on American Airlines. Now boarding. Convenient, fast, and stress-free. Book your next flight at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of snow, otherwise mainly cloudy and windy. The high around 34. Tonight, a slight chance of snow, otherwise mostly cloudy, windy, and cold. The low around 10. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies will be breezy and cold. The high near 17. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
It's the Nebraska Deer and Game Expo, January 16th through the 18th at the Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. Come see trophy deer, hunting seminars, hunting and outdoor exhibitors, a 3D archery tournament, enter the blind giveaway, and more. The Nebraska Deer and Game Expo, presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate, January 16th, 17th, and 18th. Learn more at NebraskaDeerandGameExpo.com and find them on Facebook. Come to the Nebraska Deer and Game Expo, January 16th through the 18th in Lincoln.
Husker Nation, the countdown is on for the biggest women's basketball event of the year. Pack PBA, coming up January 24th. This year, we're heating things up with the Big Red Beach Party. Watch your Huskers take on Big Ten opponent Illinois, decked out in your best tropical gear with a specialty tropical drink in hand, all inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. Pack PBA is your tropical getaway right here in Lincoln. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/packpba.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and wow, what a year it was at Koppel. The Koppel family would like to say thank you for a record-setting sales year in 2025. Now let's start 2026 off with the bang. New GMC Sierra pickups starting at $12,500 off list or 0% APR. Also hot off the presses, new Terrain leases at $299 per month. That's right, $299 per month on new GMC Terrain leases. So please stop on in the store or online at koppelcars.com. Stock numbers G138852 and G16518. 2,500 down with proof credit.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back. I need to Doc, let me ask you, Doc. What's your feeling on Drew McIntyre as the World Heavyweight Champion?
Oh, I absolutely love it. He's among my favorite heels. As you know, I'm a big heel guy. Mm-hmm. I think he's great in the ring. I think he's great acting. I think sometimes his booking is what has been holding him back, as he looks like the biggest threat, and then they don't quite pay through with it. But he finally gets the win. We'll just hope they don't go to the Gunther route and have him start kicking everybody below the belt.
Bach, I'm going to say that you were in the smallest third.
Is that right?
Of people I know. I think there's like two people, one last name McIntyre, and one named Bach Hogan, who support and applaud the crowning of the title to Drew McIntyre. Just going.
That's a heel's life, though. You're never going to get the majority of the crowd involved with it.
Hey, say what you say. Say what you say, man. I understand how you feel, Bob, but it falls in line. I've been around too many dudes. You just go, wow, this is like giving the title to the ninth best character. Really not that important. Like, it's just like, what are we doing?
I'm just a little bit over Cody, good guy Cody, kind of getting into super Cody type of position. It's like kind of gets boring when the good guy always wins. I get it. That's what the kids want to see, but
draws tickets, man.
I know. Again, I get it, but it's not the most interesting.
So you're telling me that if there's two buildings, and the main event in one building features Cody Rhodes, and the building next to it has Drew McIntyre, that you think that the Drew McIntyre building will be more full?
No, I don't think so. But I would be in that Drew McIntyre building.
Yeah, it would be you and all of the McIntyres. That would be it.
But the good, it's much harder to be an interesting good guy than an interesting bad guy in my mind. Because like the good guys are like, it's just smile and do good guy things and hug each other. Like there's not much story to it. The bad guy usually got a reason White turned to a bad guy. And McIntyre, I think, does an especially good job of kind of like you can kind of see why he's mad all the time. He's kind of getting thrown off in these matches.
I understand that hurt people. Bach, are you okay? Are you okay that you want people in pain? You understand that there's a crux in the road, that there's talent required to be either a villain, a supervillain, or a superhero, right? You meet the fork in the road. The villain works from pain and fear, and the superhero wants to rescue, raise, give hope, etc. You would rather not have hope, and you would rather fully embrace pain.
I'd like in my own life, I want all good stuff. As far as watching a story,
you just don't want anybody else happy in the building.
As far as a story, I think it's a lot more interesting if there's more adversity to overcome.
No, the adversity is required. A villain is always required. Like, it just makes for a better story. If it's just a story of success, but Cody had to go through restriction. Like, and it was written well. And there was some truth to it. So we understood his father's story and his older brother's story and his mom's story. We understood that. Which is how he became, he had to go through the struggles, right? Because he was booed out of the building as when he first came into the space. He wasn't good enough. So what did he do? He went back to the lab and got better. He worked hard, changed his body, changed his persona, changed his story, and then, wow, we could root for him. I find Drew McIntyre to be disinterested. I'm not interested. Literally, you could remove him from the show, and I wouldn't miss him.
This does not surprise me because my other top favorites in the company are Gunther and Dom Mysterio. And
I'm not surprised by you at all.
We are opposite wrestling. We're both wrestling fans, but we're opposite wrestling fans.
Listen, Dom Mysterio could walk into the ticket right now and get beat by everybody on staff. Everybody on staff. There's not one person who works at the ticket, including Gracie, who couldn't beat Dom Mysterio in a fight. So I'm not going to buy into Dom Mysterio being a tough guy. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And Gunther, listen, Gunther is a bagel. He's a bagel. I understand why a bagel exists. I understand that there are people that love bagels. But bagels are basic. Gunther, basic. He's got 3 moves. 3!
But at least both like Drew and, to your point about Dom, at least Drew and Gunther looked like they could chuck you out a window.
Well, Gunther at least would put me on edge that, I'm going to have to fight this guy.
Yeah.
Like, Dom gets to the fight. I'm just going to smush Dom by the face. Like, it is my full hand across his face. Like, just smush. And my rule, and my rule of radio. I would not say a thing about a person on the radio that if they weren't sitting in this chair next to me, I wouldn't say the same thing. And if Dom was sitting in this chair, hey, bruh, no. Because if his last name wasn't Mysterio, we wouldn't care.
But his dad wasn't particularly physically daunting.
His father was gifted, talented.
Oh, yeah.
Talented.
Still is for being able to do it at his age.
He's talented. He goes through it. What does Dom do well?
Piss off the crowd.
Bach, you.
And that's what I like.
Thomas and Lincoln. I've told the story. I took 2 chops from Ric Flair. I'll never do it again. Never do it again. Say his name, 9597. Say his name. I have finally been convinced that Joe Henry is of value.
Have you seen? That's where again the disconnect. I don't get it.
No, he looks like my neighbor's son. Like if Joe Hendry showed up and was mowing my lawn, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't look twice.
Right? Wouldn't be surprised if I saw him in the grocery store. I wouldn't even know he was Joe Hendry. Right? It was like, until the music played and people started clapping. I wouldn't know. But Giant Chop, I still die on this hill that Chief Wahoo McDaniel had the greatest chops in wrestling history. He had the most massive, meaty hands that when you shook his hand, you felt like you were being asked to submit. Just thick, raw, like he was just, and you realized that this guy was a lineman in the NFL. And you went, okay, yeah, this is a thing. So, yeah, that's, I would say, through all of that. Ryan, that's awesome. Ryan, Bach, can you share that with Ryan so people understand what we're talking about with Joe Hendry? Like if it was there. I understand Thomas wants to take a chop from Big Show.
Oof.
Do you have all of your life things in order, Thomas? Does your wife know what to do with the body? How do you you don't want, I don't think people understand the massiveness of Big Show. That is a large individual human being. That Bach, he is just, I watched him hold a pitcher of beer like we hold a mug of beer. It was a pitcher. They didn't even give him a glass. It's like, there's no point. He was just pitcher. He was pitcher. Railroader Matt, I don't disagree with you. He says Bach only likes Dom because he has a crush on Liv Morgan. Bach, what say you? I'll allow you to address that.
I like Dom because I have a crush on Rhea Ripley. That's where it started. Liv's good. Liv's really great. Don't get me wrong, but I think Rhea.
I'm not wrong. I'm not mad at that, Bach. I'm not mad at that.
I think Rhea might be the best, among the best anyway, female wrestlers we have today. I know you're a Toni Storm guy. That's why I had to adjust it.
Yeah. But see, this. I look forward to the day. Bach, you ready for this? Go with me here. That at a WrestleMania in our near future, that it would be Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I think that would definitely sell some tickets.
Am I wrong in that we deserve that?
Yeah,
we deserve that. Okay. I just want to say, yeah, Mandy Rose, Thomas. You see, this is how Thomas and I are. This is how we know we're in simpatico. He said Mandy Rose is. Listen, peak Mandy Rose. We hadn't seen anything like it. Mandy Rose was so great, we didn't know what to do with it. Think about it. It's WWE. They didn't know what to do with Toni Storm and Mandy Rose. That's what's wrong with the WWE, that you can't identify Mandy Rose. And folks, for the record, Google Mandy Rose. pretty much. Bill, I'll ask, he has a couple questions. I'm going to answer them both real quick before we go to break. He goes, was Drew and Preston Pearson related? No. And neither was I. But I wore both their numbers in high school I played running back and flanker. And when I moved, I wore, because I could have the Pearson name with those numbers.
Nice.
26 and 88. And our school colors were Cowboy colors. As a matter of fact, our uniforms were copied off the Cowboys. So, but he also says, wasn't Paul Orndorff known as having hands of stone? No, Orndorff was known as being stiff. He did not understand. People said that Orndorff didn't. You had to watch Orndorff with the idea that Orndorff, Chris Benoit, and now Vision.
Like Braun Breaker?
Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
When you watch those three on film, watch them as though they don't know that it's scripted. Watch them as though they don't know it's fake. And then have a ball. Paul Orndorff wrestled like he really thought, I need to punch you. Pretty cool stuff. We'll do a break. We'll close out 101, set you up for Jericho on Friday.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
An emergency can happen any moment. Here's a few seconds to think about where you'd go. At CHI Health, we stand ready to care for any emergency. Our specialists provide expert care when you need it most and believe healing is more powerful when delivered with human kindness. When seconds matter, know CHI Health St. Elizabeth is accredited in stroke care and offers the region's only ER just for kids. Learn more at chihealth.com/St. Elizabeth Emergency.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear with Honda of Lincoln. Before I bring Andy on, we want to wish you joy, success, and good health in 2026. Andy, are you there?
Yes, I am, Charlie. And by the way, that was well said.
Andy, I know you want to kick off 2026 with a bang. What's going on at the dealership?
We got a lot going on here, Charlie. We have incredible savings on every new remaining 2025, New Year's savings on every new 2026, special low long-term financing, and special lease rates. The biggest news is we have more than 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from.
How about pre-owned?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned Hondas right now with prices starting at under $10,000, and we have special low rates.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of snow, otherwise mainly cloudy and windy. The high around 34. Tonight, a slight chance of snow, otherwise mostly cloudy, windy, and cold, the low around 10. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies will be breezy and cold, the high near 17. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966. A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing. And we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Yes, Texter, Ronnie Garvin was Hands of Stone. Yes, sir. Good. Thomas says underrated faction Nexus. Yeah, you're not. I mean, Haas and I did a whole show on factions, and then that led to a whole show on tag teams. Bach, give me your Mount Rushmore of tag teams. Go.
You're gonna know my era because I like the Dudleys and the Hardys. Those would be the top ones. I think the Wild Samoans definitely probably from an era before me. Ooh, and then I got a fourth one, huh?
And that's what happened. You end up in the factions mode, right?
Yeah.
You end up in the factions mode because the faction, you have to dominate tag team wrestling in order to be considered in the space.
Boy, I would say
the correct answer is Hawk and Animal Road Warriors.
There you go. Yeah.
That would
That's
be
a good one.
The fabulous, see the text line, they were quick to it. The fabulous Freebirds. The Von, any combination of the Von Erichs. The Briscoe brothers. Right? The Briscoe brothers. The Bush. Boom! Butch and Luke.
One of the greatest entertaining.
Butch and Luke. Oh, I love you so. I love you so much. The Rock and Roll Express. Ricky Morton. Yeah. Too Cool. Yeah. No, we ain't sleeping on Too Cool. Scotty Too Howdy. The New Age Outlaws. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. Oh, you didn't know? Harlem Heat, absolutely great call, Box Neighbor. There's the old school, the Samoans. You think about the coaching tree, the wrestling tree of what is the Samoans, and you add in that Peter Maivia and the Rock and the Minnesota Wrecking, Ole and Gene, absolutely. Wrestling 1 and Wrestling 2. Oh, yeah, Mr. Wrestling. Look, the two most basic-looking dudes ever who just put masks on, white masks on. Bach, it's fantastic. If you've never watched the knee lifts, just go find the highlights of Mr. Wrestling 2's knee lifts, the bionic knee. He would swing that knee up to a downed wrestler and take his head clean off. Oh, it was so good. But he would get beat up for like 8 minutes, and then he'd start throwing these little short, choppy fists. And it's back in the day where you weren't supposed to throw punches.
Oh, yeah.
So you had to hit with the palm of the hand, right? Right? You forget that. And then they had to hit with the stomp. Like you threw the punch, you had to stomp the mat. The game has changed. The game has changed. The game has changed. All right. It's that's funny. Yeah, great. I mean, I think Freebirds, from a tag team standpoint, and of course, my icons were Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas. Soul Patrol, that to me was a run. Like to see, and they screwed it up. They really didn't like each other. The stories of the Rock's dad, Rocky Johnson, Soul Man, billed from Washington, D.C. He was not. Tony Atlas from Roanoke, Virginia. He was. Real name Tony White. They just didn't get along. They were named the first black heavyweight champions, tag team champions, and they just didn't get along. But they both changed the game. They changed the game. So in full. Tomorrow, 3:00, Welsh Ryan Arena. This is a big one. Huskers, again, the opportunity to go 18-0. This is the greatest run in best start in sports history. Nebraska is 6-2 in its last 8 Big Ten road games. That is a number. Fred Hoiberg, well done. Wow. And the Huskers have won their last 10 games away from Lincoln, going back to March of 2025. The 16-point second-half comeback against Indiana marked the 5th double-digit comeback during the 21-game win streak. That means the Cardiac Huskers get it done. They get it done. Hoiberg is 3rd in the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio with 127 steals. Hoiberg is now 10 away from tying Benny Parker and Larry Florence to get into the top 10 for career steals. Mast has 1,007 career rebounds after getting 6 at Indiana. He is one of only 3 active players with 1,000 career rebounds, joining Notre Dame's Tout and Graham Gonzaga's Ike on that list. One of 3 with 1,000 career rebound numbers. That Mast, Sanford, Frager, and Jamarcus Lawrence are combining for 54 points per game. None of them were in the Husker lineup last year. We forget that. Nebraska is 49-10 under Hoiberg when scoring 80 or more points, including a 40-7 mark over the last 3+ seasons. Of those 7 losses since the start of 2022 and 2023, 4 came in overtime. So if you score 80+, Huskers score 80+, they're going to win the game. Mark it down. Mark it down. Huskers score 81. They win their 18th in a row. You heard it here. Don't go anywhere. The big guy, lumbering. The walls began to shake. Adam Carricker will take you through to 1 o'clock. Then back in the back, black shirt here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit O Street